Okay. Hey everyone, Anthea here. I'm here with Dr. Simon and he's here to talk to us about how chiropractic can help on your healing journey.
Okay, so it's more of how chiropractic may help you. I thought I'd explain to you and your audience, Anthea, a little bit about the nervous system and how it really works and how allied health and alternative health practitioners really approach intricate and very delicate syndromes like trigeminal neuralgia or any other neuralgia or nerve pain. Most people associate chiropractic with the nerve system and like pain in the back or pain in the neck, but the same concept of healing applies to any nerve problem or neuralgia or paralysis. So first and foremost, it's really important that you understand where the trigeminal nerve comes from. It's this one here, and it comes from the brain stem. So that's the stem that comes out of your brain case or your brain, and there's 11 sets of nerves that come on the brain stem, and the brain stem goes down to about C2 in your neck. So when you have a neuralgia or an irritation of the nerve system, for a practitioner like me, it's all about how do I get access to that nerve to help it repair, to nourish it, to get extra spinal fluid to it, to call electricity back through it again. It's sort of like how as an electrician you switch the fuses back on in the fuse box so that the lights in the house start to work again, or the power points start to work again. Because if you just approach the nerve where it's paralyzed and not where it plugs into the main stem, then often you don't get success. The goal is when you do open those areas up and you do gain access into the brainstem, then there's an increased chance that you're going to get healing. So what we do is we look for ways to get access. Now, ironically, there's two muscles in the body that are supplied by nerves that come directly out of the brainstem. So when you rub or you tweak or you do adjustments in an area that those nerves, that those muscles are, you increase upgoing messages back up into the brainstem. So the trapezius, which goes from the back of the neck here to the tip of the shoulder and then down between the shoulder blades to about the bra strap area, is a muscle of access for brainstem. So we can facilitate that, stimulate that to get upgoing messages going up to the brainstem to make it work again. Because the hypothesis is with trigeminal neuralgia or other sorts of brainstem problems that the nerves are dormant. They either have a virus or they have some sort of injury associated with it, and because it's inside the brain case, often you're told, too bad. Use steroids to try and stimulate that or to try and assist that. Well, we can use some gentle, safe, non-invasive techniques to stimulate upgoing and ask for downgoing activity from those nerves. Secondly, there's the rhomboids, which hold the shoulder blades onto the back. We can stimulate them to get, again, upgoing messages and to also get the brain to start working the brainstem and stop congestion or traffic jams in the brainstem, which then allows for better healing. We do adjustments because like I said, the brainstem travels down to about C2 in the neck, so it comes out of the brain case, out of the skull, and down into an area. So the brainstem is in here, comes out of this big hole in the base of your skull. All of the cranial nerves are in that brain stem. They supply the vagus, which is swallowing. Many other, the facial nerves, some of these other nerves that may cross over, or when there's a traffic jam in the brain stem area, they may cause a whole blockage, a sluggishness, and a dormancy in all those nerves and their expression. Our job is to work out ways to gently and effectively readjust this area. Now, ironically, we can adjust the spinal vertebrae because they would tap on the brainstem and often wake up brainstem activity. Or we can start see these seams in the skull. We can milk or move those seams, those cranial structures. So using fingertip pressure and gentle massage or adjusting techniques, we can increase spinal fluid flow around the skull, which enhances increased spinal fluid flow around the brain stem. So there's huge access for a natural health practitioner to work healing, work nourishment back into the brainstem, to call neurological pathways back into action in exactly the same way we do when you've got lower back pain or neck pain. Is we try and open nerve pathways, open function up, instead of allow compression, dormancy, and irritation to stay there. Very simple approach with very, very powerful outcomes for people. If you have any questions, the great thing to do is to ask. Ask around the community for a practitioner that you can know, you can get to know, and that you can get to trust, and then and embark on a process of waking up those nerves.
So Simon, one thing that a lot of people ask is that we're told that nerves die after 2 years if they're not working properly, right? So is that true? Can nerves be woken up after a certain amount of time?
Absolutely, there is research paper after research paper of people who've had severe long-term spinal cord injuries who will wake up from that dormancy. The key for you to remember is your body is always replenishing itself. It has an innate healing capacity. It always wants to replace new skin, replace new hair, replace new tissue. So it's not like a car that once it's broken, has to be totally replaced. The body has an internal rebuild. It's called the innate intelligence of the body that enables us to heal scars and heal injuries. That applies throughout your entire life. And it's really more important that you focus on what is it that I can do to assist that, or to nourish the body further so that it regenerates better. There is every capacity that even after years and years of dormancy, that any nerve tissue will regenerate and replenish.
Beautiful, thank you. Well, thank you for your time today.
You're welcome, and please feel free to make contact and reach out, because I know what it's like to be lost in this space. But the good thing is there's lots of conservative, natural, non-invasive treatments out there that may be of assistance to you, and the key is to find people like the amazing Anthea who can guide you and has walked the path in front of you and might just save you immense amount of time and energy and resources to help you get the most out of your healing journey and get you back on track.
Thanks, Simon.